this weekend. It is the Coolmore Legacy over the 1600 metres, and so many mares we've just come to know and love, pretty much like family members, I reckon, Mike. Last year, 2.6 lengths between, I think, the first 7 across the line. One thing's for sure, there's not going to be anything between these as they hit the line on Saturday, Mike. What a race. Yeah,
I reckon Wink's odds it'll be less than 2.6 lengths between the top 7 this year. These mares know each other as well as we do. It's going to be a really, really close race on Saturday. Let's have a look at the way the race sets up. Over 1,600 metres, all mares for this Group 1. Fair tempos, a few coming from out wide. We think it should be a fair tempo, but when they do come from out wide, they might just steady a tiny bit. Good 3 conditions, a fair to near pace bias we talked about across the 3 key factors. We're looking for scope, mares with upside. There's one particular mare with massive upside, a good round track again, and distance. Which of these mares love the mile? Well, look,
you're always going to get a good betting race with a race like this for the mares, so let's have a look at it. DIXIE blossoms. We know she loves Randwick, but she's one that's drawn the outside, holding favouritism at $5. Good money, Science Edition, $8 into $6.50. DAISEE Doom, well, Ronnie had no luck with the barriers, did he, with DIXIE and DAISEE? Out to $8.50. Prompt Response, so solid for Gay, $8.50. Fox plays right there. Spanish Reef, the real improver up from Melbourne. Elise back in trip. This is shaping up as an absolute ripper, Mike.
It's a great race. Depends what type of betting race you like, but at least we know these horses very well. We know they're going to be very close, like we keep saying. Let's have a look at the Coolmore and prove that fact. Just a couple of starts to go for these mares. DAISEE Doom on pace, in a pretty honest tempo, fighting on so hard. Prompt Response, 3 wide, no cover the whole way. Oregon's Day with a lightweight this day. DIXIE Blossom's coming from the back, X-Line from the back, Elise from the back, Evans Above from the back. I think I haven't got them all yet, Stu.
And you've missed Science Edition, who runs such a good race, sort of wide and on speed as well. But DAISEE Doom, Mike, importantly, got the job done this way. But look, at the end of the day, there's just not much between all these, what we keep saying.
Yeah, not much between them. But you've got to say Prompt Response is going under the radar. She was 3 wide, no cover in the Maya last year, and she finished pretty close. She was 3 wide, no cover there, and she won next start, so maybe she's better than them.
OK, well, it's all to come out in the wash, Mike. Another horse that's flying from outside that Coolmore form is Spanish Reef. How good was this win going back to Moonee Valley, Mike, a couple of weeks ago?
As some good analysts always say, you never know how good they are until they get beaten, and this horse has not been beaten this preparation yet. Second up, it was a really, really slow tempo, and she did all that she could do to win, to beat Samavare. This third up race, there was more tempo, a more honest race. She puts a margin on them. She wasn't challenged. How good is she?
Eased up and just gapped Samavare there.
Yeah, I don't know how good she is yet. She needs to improve again, but she can.
Well, we're going to find out on Saturday, Mike. And to help us do that, we need all the form and all the key factors, because this is a great race to analyse, I'm sure.
Yeah, hard to line up these mares, or that form line anyway. So have a look at the form first and foremost. Prompt Response, 3 wide, no cover. That's why she gets the gold bar. Spanish Reef on that form rating, not quite up to the mark.
Already there. Look, just a length separating about 7 of them there, Mike. Let's get key factors time now. Scope, who's got the improvement?
Yeah, that's the one. You've got to say Spanish Reef. We just don't know how much scope she's got. We're guessing a couple of lengths. Elise, the 3-year-old filly with a beautiful conformation, she could improve as well.
They're all still right there, Mike. Good Randwick track. We're playing this all day.
Yeah, up to the Randwick track, maybe a slight negative for DAISEE Doom, and maybe Spanish Reef hasn't been right-handed before, but most of them love it, and we know DIXIE Blossoms loves Randwick.
OK, so it's Elise levelling up. We've got Prompt Response there, and distance, Mike, this is the mile.
Yeah, they're up to the 1,600 metres. DAISEE Doom, a slight negative for her again. Maybe Rosehill 1,500 metres better, but only slightly. Science Edition hasn't won at the mile yet, but apparently she's going to 2,000 metres soon. Prompt Response and Elise, they love the mile.
Well, Prompt Response, we backed it last start. I was thinking she could just about come up favourite. Elise coming back from the 2,000 metres. Mike, still some questions in this race. Is it time for a bet? We know how open the market is. We've seen the ratings. Let's look at these odds. Prompt and Elise, they're not the favourites, but they're right in the market.
Yeah, they're right in the market, and they're each-way odds, which is so important when you're looking for a bet. We didn't think there would be a bet in this race, but it turns out there might be a couple. Heavens Above down the page, not too far away, so she's an each-way bet. Spanish Reef, if you like her, and Fox Play, if you like her. Don't let us put you off them. But there's 2 top raters at each way odds, so they've got to be the bets for us. Prompt Response from the most beautiful spot box seat, or she could even lead if she wants.
Right there.
And Elise sprinting from midfield, a 3-year-old filly. We think they're both great each way bets.
Oh, what a race it's going to be, but it's Prompt Response for us on top.